Assalamu alaikum grade 1 and welcome back to English. Today we are going to be learning about alliteration in poetry. Before we go further, let us go over the value of the month. This month's value is friendship, and that means trust, support and respect between you and your friend. Now, in this lesson, you will be able to define the term alliteration and we will identify alliteration in a poem. So let's get started. Our key vocabulary today has two words. The first word right at the top is alliteration, using the same letter at the beginning of each word. Our second word is poetry. Do you remember by now what poetry means? Very good. Poetry is a way to express an emotion or thought. Now, what is alliteration? Alliteration is using many words that begin with the same letter. Alliteration can add expression and humor to your writing. Let's read this example of the bee at the bottom. The bee behaved beautifully, buzzing busily. Doesn't that sound interesting and funny? And gives us so much information about what the bee is doing. Now, how can we identify alliteration? The best way to spot alliteration being used is to read out the sentence. As you read the sentences, you will identify the repeated letter or sound. Now let's check out these sentences. Which letter is being repeated in the following examples? Sam sees 6 slimy, smooth, slithering snakes. Can you guess which letter is being repeated? Excellent, it's the letter S. 10 terrible tigers tore Tony's teddy. Can you make out which letter is being repeated? Excellent. Here we have alliteration of the alphabet T. Zany zebras zigzagged through the zoo. Which letter is being repeated here? The letter Z. Excellent. Carrie cuddled the cute, curious cats. Amazing. Here we have the letter C. You're getting quite the hang of it. Okay, here we have a poem. I will read it and let's see if you can find any alliteration in this poem. An annoyed astronaut. An annoyed astronaut wanted to go to space. He saw sparkling stars shining in the sky. There is a gleaming glow coming from the moon. He asked himself, do angry aliens really exist? Do they live on marvelous Mars? I don't believe so. Could you find any alliteration in this poem? Check if your answers were correct. Well done. You're a pro. Here we have an activity. Then you can go ahead and pick any one of these questions that you feel comfortable with and answer them in your copybook. After that, I have an awesome tongue twister for you to practice before the lesson ends. Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty bought better butter to make the bitter butter better. I hope you had fun. And until I see you next time, Assalamu alaikum.